Hi, today is Friday, July 17th, and I'm going to pull some oracle cards here for our energetic forecast for the weekend. And being very transparent, I will share that actually I pulled some cards yesterday and had my daughter video me, or at least I thought I had my daughter video me, and when I went to take the video off the camera, I found that it had not recorded. So, like workshops, I like to take on the approach or the philosophy that there are no coincidences. So, I had a bit of time here before I had to get on to my next thing. So, I thought that I would redo a card pull. And I'm going to use the Angels in Your Biz deck. I actually got off a call mastermind group that I'm in, and so it'll be very interesting to see what cards might come out, not only for what we were just talking about, but what could be in store this weekend. So let's see, the first card that I have here is prioritize, pick one thing. And we also, it's very interesting, we have a riding clinic this weekend, and I have been working with Missy, the medicine paint here, and I have really found with her that if I pick one thing to help her get a little more comfortable with, and I've been holding open a space for her to start to be able to relax enough that she can think. And one of the things that I discovered was that when I've been working with her mostly just on a halter rope, and when I put the side pull on her, she goes back into reacting, and our partnership dissolves somewhat or decreases. Doesn't completely go away, but we're not working together anymore. It feels like we're in opposition. And I think prioritize, picking one thing, because so many of us are multi-passionate. We have so many things that we're excited about, whether it's horses and something else, or things that we do with horses. Sometimes picking that one thing or narrowing it down because they think differently than we do. If we small chunk things, I think we all do much better. So it seems that, kind of narrowing our focus, taking some of that pressure off too, because overwhelm can happen so easily. All right, so I just had two more cards jump out. One is on fire, which will be our second card. So everything is working exactly as planned, and I think if we add a little more of that kind of things will evolve naturally when we're aligned and we set our intention. Oftentimes that next step appears because we're not pressuring ourselves to try really hard to force it or make it happen. And then the last card is flow, which is, honestly, it's one of my very favorite cards because it feels to me like that's really what we're working towards, whether it's with our horses or in our own lives. We're looking for that flow where we're aligned with what we intend to manifest, what we're hoping for in our lives, and what is really coming to fruition. And when all of that seems to be working together, there's such a sense of flow. So let me see if I can show you this, because it's all backwards. You might have been able to tell I have no videographer today, so I'm kind of camped out on the ground and with a couple of the horses, just seeing what else the cards could tell, because they had, actually, interestingly enough, they had a very similar story yesterday. I used a different deck, which I'll bring that out again next week. It won't be it'll be a little bit of a surprise. You can tune in and see what the deck is. So for this weekend, kind of narrow down your goals, your expectations. even your hope. Just focus on one, whether it's a biggest one or one that you feel this little one will lead me to, that bigger hope, what I'm looking for. And tell about how it feels. If it feels overwhelming or doubt starts to creep in, then kind of that's not the priority for this weekend. So pick one that feels like, oh yeah, I'd like to do that, and add that in. Even if it's self-care, resting, replenishing, because I think prioritizing that is imperative for everything that's going on right now. And on fire, everything is working exactly as planned. I can think sometimes that I have the perfect plan, or I know how things should go, and gosh, they don't often go that way. And most often it's because there was a much better, a way that had much more flow and ease, which our last card, flow, to kind of let go of control. And I think oftentimes it feels like we're being lazy or we're not being diligent if we're not working really hard to figure things out. But the most beautiful solutions come when we're in that flow and ease. So wishing you much flow and ease for this weekend, and hopefully this video recorded and it's on YouTube and you'll be seeing it soon. Bye for now.